position for this to happen. You guys understand that? Yes, sir. There's a reason that we are here. You guys understand that? And we're getting ready to freaking compete.
In a year that's taken so much away, the fact the Griffins found a way to get back to this point is significant.
And I really didn't think it was going to happen.
Because the week leading up to it was the most 2020 thing of 2020.
It was absolutely one of the craziest weeks I've ever been a part of.
Western entered this game so depleted along its offensive line that there was serious talk about not even playing. And that was before 3/5 of the defensive coaching staff, including the defensive coordinator, were lost due to COVID protocols.
Obviously, this has never happened. You know, the COVID, it's a whole nother ballgame.
We could also talk about the COVID tests themselves, which almost couldn't be processed in time because of wildfires in California. California is where the lab Western uses is located. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. The story for this day is how Griffin football still found a way. A season debut on Halloween at a Division I FCS school with an O-line that had just one player who had any previous game experience.
I wouldn't say nervous, but I was really I was ready to experience it.
We got different guys playing different positions. I never played center in my life. I was the backup center today.
And a defensive staff made up of 3 guest coaches from Arkansas, all with ties to Matt Williamson.
Good thing, you know, about the coaching profession is you got a bunch of friends, you know, so I had to phone a friend, and I had to phone a couple friends.
Why did you say yes? Had to griff up.
Look, Matt Williamson's a great guy, and anything that I could do to help.
Actually, we were trying to figure out if we'd even be able to come to the game to watch it. From that to end up, well, you're going to be on the field or, you know, in the box helping coach it. I did not see that coming.
Just trying to learn as many plays that they run defensively and offensively so that I can have it in the spring when we scrimmage them. So that's what I'm really shooting for.
The odds were so far out of their favor, but in the opening minutes, we did see something special.
Angles near sideline. There goes Trey Bobble to the 40, to the 50, near sideline of the 40, cuts inside just like that. 65 yards return by Trey Bobble.
Jared Scott scored the game's first touchdown just 2 minutes in.
It was like a relief, you know, back to home, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, I thought we was just gonna come out here and run it, no gap.
But when the adrenaline wore off, the harsh reality set in. With everything they've done to lead the way back for Division II, the Griffins were no match in Game 1 of their season against the 10th-ranked team in the FCS Nation, playing in Game 8 of their season.
We made the first game mistake, and we couldn't do that today. You know what I mean? They was on their 8th game, and you can really tell.
We were just a week 1 team. We had some mental errors. We had some execution errors.
Made some big mistakes, you know, and we had that number 5 receiver is very, very talented. One of the better ones I've seen that I've ever coached against.
We all got stuff to work on.
Guys that probably aren't going to ever see any snaps at this stage in their career, and so they've had to play, they've cut their teeth. This is valuable experience for these guys.
It is a football game here in 2020, and that's a win in itself, I think, right now.
There's a lot of teams that aren't playing that didn't get that experience and that aren't going to get that experience. But we got better. Missouri Western football got better. We're going to see some of our strengths. We're going to see some of our weaknesses. We're going to make all those corrections. And then next week, we're going to get even freaking better. It's going to be awesome.
In a year that's taught us to expect the unexpected, we must now accept the unexpected as the new normal.